I mean, I think it's going to be exciting to see the tree of life.
Yeah.
You know, we hear so much about it, and I love trees. I think God did an amazing job with trees.
I do.
And
I
I'm
love
really
trees.
hoping
Yeah.
that I'm hoping that we get to see all of them all the time, so many
Me
varieties
too.
of
Yeah.
trees. Like even that alone, figuring that
And
all
I
out.
hope
I
there's
mean,
seasons too. Well,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
me
it says the
too.
tree of life gives its fruits according to its seasons, I think. So that
Okay.
could imply, that the river water of life. I have a different take on that one. I don't know if it came out in my companion, because I think I may have written on this later. What I find interesting, we said chapter 4 and 5 become a reality on the new creation in 21 and 22. And in 4 and 5, you have God seated on his throne, and then you have the Lamb joining him. And then you have the 7 spirits of God before the throne, which I think is a metaphor for the Holy Spirit. It's not saying 7 separate spirits, but 7, the perfect, full expression of God's Spirit. And then I get to chapter 21 and 22, and you have God and the Lamb, and I wonder what happened to the Holy Spirit. Is he just kind of in the background, or they don't need him anymore, or what's going on?
Excellent
And
question.
I think,
Yeah.
I think that based on parallels with John's gospel, where the river of the water of life, using the same Old Testament passages in John 7, John interprets as the Holy Spirit. I think the river of the water of life that comes from the throne is the life-giving Holy Spirit. And
So this is
I actually found a couple of
is this
commentaries that hold that, ancient commentaries and some more modern ones
really?
that would agree with that. So I think the river, the water of life, is John's metaphor for this Holy Spirit.
Well, it's so important in Jesus's message, right? Like with the woman at the well, give me
Yes.
this
Yes.
water so I don't thirst again, which makes sense that it would be the Holy Spirit filling you so you don't thirst. And also when he's at the Festival of Tabernacles,
Yeah.
and he's talking about the importance of water for life. So, well, I guess I never thought about it. I'm sure many people don't really notice that absence.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'd wondered about that, and I thought, and again, John's statement, Jesus says, the water of life that wells up, and then John says, in kind of a John's own comment, it's like here's his footnote. Oh, by the way, Jesus meant the Holy Spirit. When he talked about the water, he meant the Holy Spirit. So Jesus and John took the water, and Jesus is referring back to one of the texts Jesus is using is Ezekiel 47, the exact same passage that John is using in Revelation 22.